What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you are fine. I'm very fine as always and finally back with another athletic video. Today I want to talk about, as I already announced on Snapchat, addiction, because I think many things are going wrong in that topic. So what does that mean for you? I just want to give you a few thoughts and maybe you can improve your lifestyle or things like that, or educate somebody. I don't know, I just want to give you a bit value by talking about that topic. So, what exactly do I think is going wrong? 3 things. First of all, I think it really often happens that, let's say, politicians, teachers, people are dealing with addiction in a very wrong way. Remember that time where everybody being on the computer more than 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day, really much in danger of addiction and screwing up his or her life. And everybody being more than 5 hours a day on the computer, being a total weirdo and out of society and totally addicted and everything's so bad. Today that's pretty normal. And I think the education is far more going into the direction of just telling kids, yeah, you should use that less and play more outside and do this and meet friends and just be less in front of a screen. And I think they won't listen to it and won't do it that way. So I think the education has to do a far better and different job in delivering the message how not to become addicted. And I think they could do this by educating how to use these new technologies and social platforms and stuff like that in the right way, to be more communicative, socially engaged and have more friends or stuff like that. I think they should educate more how to use it than not to use it at all. The second thing I think that's going entirely wrong is that it's very unlogic that, for instance, alcohol is legal while, for instance, weed isn't legal. And I think that's just lobby work, and it's legal because it's culture and it was in our culture since hundreds or thousands of years. But that doesn't make any sense. When you're drunk and you are in the city, a few will shake their heads, a few will celebrate you because you're cool, because you're drinking, and most people won't give a fuck. About the same with weed. But probably a bit more people will shake their heads. Anyway, when you are drunk, you are likely to be aggressive and emotional and do shit and stuff like that. When you are on weed, you tend to be chilled and relaxed and eat and laugh and stuff like that. So alcohol is more a danger for society. It's causing accidents and injuries and deaths and stuff like that. And weed isn't, but it's illegal. It will become legal for sure though. I just take it as an example that it's just highly unlogic what's happening often. And then there's sugar. I think sugar, that's the third thing, is the most underestimated drug there is, together with alcohol. Sugar is also legal. What also doesn't make a sense in looking at the health. I think actually health should be the highest priority when deciding whether a drug should be legal or illegal. To health, of course, belongs the danger to be addicted, but this danger is very, very high at sugar. And most don't even realize that sugar is, chemical added sugar, not the sugar that is in a banana. This is healthy sugar, kind of. But the added chemical sugar is basically in every food and nobody even realizes it. If you have 2 breads, they are different but absolutely taste the same. The only difference is that in this bread is sugar and in this one isn't. You are far more likely to buy the one with sugar, because sugar makes addicted and it's cheap. And yeah, the industry uses it to make products sweeter, although I think they could do very amazing tasting products without sugar. It makes addicted and it's cheap, so they use it. And it causes diabetes and nerve problems and teeth problems and just fucking up your health very, very much. It makes you tired and it's just very bad. And just far more unhealthy than weed or something like that. I think politicians should deal with drugs in another way. I haven't thought about it enough to make an example for a law, but there's one lawyer that wrote an article about that the state should make every drug legal and even sell them, to control their usage, to control addiction, to control how many they sell, to control whom they sell it to help people that are addicted better. And I think this is a really, really interesting model. As I said, I didn't think well enough about it to make a good opinion on it based on facts, but I think this is a very new model, of course, the state should consider. This also is a good connection to the third point. As I already said, many drugs are underestimated or overestimated. As I already said, electronic devices are just so much integrated in our society that addiction to it became overrated, in my opinion, and it should be dealt with it very differently. It should be taught better how to use them, instead of just saying, no, you shouldn't use it. Nobody will listen, because it's just such a big part of our society already. And I think the addiction to alcohol and sugar is still underrated. Alcohol less, but sugar especially, yes. There are so many people addicted to sugar, they don't even realize it because there's no awareness, or not much awareness for it. Everybody knows that sugar is unhealthy, but almost everybody consumes sugar. And it really fucks up your health. Without sugar, you are far more likely to live years longer. It's just very weird, and what I wanted to give you as, I don't know, an advice or whatever, is to basically give less fucks about which drugs you take, if you take drugs. Of course, it's best to take no drugs at all, even if weed has some health advantages, it also has disadvantages and can make you addicted. Ooh. But what I wanted to give you is that you should give less fucks which drugs you consume, because actually, as I said, alcohol and sugar are much more unhealthy than most illegal drugs. What you should give a fuck about is your health. How it affects you, what it does to you, how it harms you, what your liver has to do to detoxicate and stuff like that. That's the most important thing, and in my opinion far more important than doing something legal or illegal, because obviously politicians or the law system doesn't give a fuck whether drugs are illegal, whether drugs are healthy or not. They just give a fuck how much lobby work is in it and how much integrated into culture it is and stuff like that. They don't protect your health by making stuff legal or illegal. If they would, sugar would be illegal, alcohol would be illegal, and some drugs would be legal, because health, they don't fuck up your health, they don't help, but they don't fuck it up. So yeah, politicians don't support your health, but hey, politicians, you really should do. That's what I wanted to say you. Just give a fuck about your health, not which drugs. And I don't consume any drugs at all, and unless caffeine, and sometimes to cheat a bit of chocolate. But that's really rare. Caffeine is not rare, but sugar is rare. Coffee, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a week. Yeah, give a fuck about your health. That's the message of the video. And just look on the ingredients, whether there's sugar. This is really a true conspiracy theory. In almost everything is sugar. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will improve these kind of videos. I'm sorry, that was very improvised again. I hope you get the message, and I hope I can deliver the message well. I will keep improving my videos. See ya next time. Bye bye.